But Justice Anjana Prakash, what do you think must have been on the mind of Justice Shekhar Yadav? And many people have started attributing political motives as well, because his retirement is due sometimes in 2026. 2027 is the year when Uttar Pradesh will be going to polls. So was he addressing a constituency where maybe through VHP he's trying to look for a post-retirement benefit, maybe an entry into politics? What could be the motive?
No, no, I don't think, he would be driven by motives to such a far off thing, that 2 years later, what is going to happen and all. He must be having a background to it. There is no doubt about it. I don't know this person, otherwise, personally, nor have I checked his credentials on the net as to what he was before he was elevated. He's a direct appointee, I'm told. So he must have had similar kind of activities even while he was a lawyer. It's not like this suddenly he's become a judge and suddenly, this has been happening. I don't think there must be a background to it.
You're saying this, there must be a background, but what kind of a background check then is needed before appointing the judges? If that is,
Exactly.
I mean, background is a serious issue.
Exactly. This is the point that I'm driving at, that there has to be. The IB gives a report. How authentic is the IB report? Isn't the IB supposed to report and say that he has political affiliations? That it would be dangerous, for him to be elevated. If you can do background check on everything else, his finances and his family, etc., why not all this? The social activities, the political activities, that also comes to count.
No, but what should be the criteria then before appointing judges? Now, many people say, I mean, people have started talking about the fact that does he know Constitution? When he's so unmindful of the Constitution, and why did he make such a daring statement? And so people have started talking like that. So, what should be the criteria before appointing any judge?
Certainly, if somebody else, somebody else was talking like this, you would condone it. You would think that obviously he doesn't know the Constitution and he's talking. But when you think, here is a sitting judge who's talking like this, then you think, does he know the Constitution or not? Has he read the Constitution? It doesn't seem so. He doesn't know the Constitution. And if he doesn't know such a basic thing as the Constitution, how did he take an oath on the Constitution? How was he appointed as a judge? What were his credentials?
But if you look at the excerpts of his speech, which are available on the social media, he has said that while he's talking about the majoritarian agenda, and he says that the country will run according to the majority, and he says this so daringly that he says that I am a high court judge, but you cannot tell me that a judge should not talk like this. He goes to the extent of making a statement like that. Now, what does one make of this?
He does not deserve to be a judge. That's all I can say. He does not deserve, and he has to be stopped at this point. He has to be stopped at this point. So, he is not taken as an example for other errant judges or other people, other errant, whoever would-be's, waiting in the line.
But, I mean, the judges making such a communal statement, is it becoming a pattern now, or do you think that this is something unprecedented which you've not heard ever before in your career?
Frankly speaking, I've never heard of such a thing ever before. Chandrachud was one person who, I think he was an eye-opener for me. And after that, this person. I have heard of people retiring and then joining, as we saw, a political party like we saw in the West Bengal. But this is, this is strange. You may talk like this in your personal space, but not in public spaces.
But is this a very dangerous trend where the judges have started expressing their political leanings on the public domain and they have no qualms about it? I haven't seen any apology or anything so far. And in fact, what my question is that, can this become a pattern now for the other judges?
it would be very unfortunate if it becomes a pattern, and therefore the Chief Justice of India needs to step in and stop this from becoming a pattern.
But Justice Anjana Prakash, I was just reading, the statement made by Vishwa Hindu Parishad Chief Alok Kumar, and he has rejected the opposition's criticism for attending and speaking at a VHP event, and he has asserted that such awareness meets would continue to be organized. Now, what does this show?
He may organize it. The question is, the point of dispute is the attendees. Whether or not people, in high offices who are supposed to be completely impartial and fair, and secular, are going to attend such meetings. They can, they can organize. See, there is a difference between a political party, a political agenda, etc., etc. They will always do it. There is no, there is no check or there is no stop on them. But where, the check is, that is upon a public functionary.
No, but all these SOPs are already there as part of the code of conduct, and it's already laid down very clearly. But if the judges are willfully violating it, so what is the need of the hour now? Since Supreme Court has taken cognizance of it, should they lay down some fresh principles? Should they lay down some fresh guidelines just to send out a message to the other judges so that a thing like this is not repeated?
I would think so. I would think, just as the Bangalore principles were set down, I think now is the time when a fresh charter of principles be circulated among judges on their conduct in public spaces.
But coming back to the impeachment motion now, ma'am, the big question is that, the motion or the resolution can be moved in both houses, but will it be accepted? And will the ruling party will it support such an impeachment motion?
Of course not. The ruling party, why should it support such an impeachment? Obviously.
So you think BJP will
See,
not
the point
support?
is not whether the impeachment motion is going to be defeated or not. The point is acting upon it, and that's what's essential. When you stand up, for something which is right, that's the gesture one has to make.
No, but Justice Anjana Prakash, I'm just looking at that stage where this entire impeachment will reach the level of the debate, and once the debate starts on this, I mean, it's like a genie coming out of the bottle. It'll be like so many things. It's going to be RSS's ideology, the communalization of the judiciary, and a whole lot of things. So there'll be a lot of egg on the face of the BJP as well as RSS. So will BJP now try and contain this impeachment motion anyhow?
They will try to, but it would not be in their interest, I would think, because it is not always that they're going to be in the majority in the government. They will someday, as political complexions change, there is a likelihood of them, somebody else, becoming the chief minister, the prime minister, etc. What will happen then when the BJP becomes, comes in opposition? So it's always safer to have the judiciary as an independent institution. It's in the benefit of, it's in the benefit of all, not only the country, but I would think, in the scheme of the constitution, it's very essential to do it.